this, I'll just move to Hevo platform, show you how easy and quick it is to actually configure a pipeline to BigQuery here, and post that we'll take Matt's help to actually give a great walkthrough on how you can actually query that data best at BigQuery. So for this, I'll just take a Postgres as a source and configure a pipeline. Within Hevo, configuring a pipeline is actually quite easy. It's a few steps where you actually enter your source details. You have multiple options on how you want to ingest from this source. You can get either via logical replication, X-Men, table mode, or custom SQL. You get a lot of flexibility on how you can move this data from various sources. We support around 150 of them as of now. At the same time, when you're configuring it, you get to choose which objects you move here. So we scan that source database, get all the list of tables that exist there, list them down, and you can decide maybe you want to move a couple of them or you want to move all of them. I'll just take a few for now. While configuring a destination, I'm taking a pre-configured one, but configuring a destination also is fairly easy. We support both service account as well as user account for configuring your BigQuery destination. We can actually create the data set for you, or you can decide the bucket where it goes. So if you have permissions to actually create that bucket, you can either define which is already existing, or we'll create one for you as you configure the pipeline. Here, I'll just give a prefix, and then you get control over what do we do with the JSON columns there, right? You can either replicate the JSON as is, or we can load it in a struct. So you get that control, and that's it, right? So it's as easy as it can get to move your data from your source to your warehouse. In between that, I hovered over a few things, which is what happens with all of these tables, right? So we have a capability of auto mapping where we can actually detect your source schema. We map it to the best possible schema by scanning these events in your warehouse. And it's an autonomous mode where any change in your source schema actually gets reflected automatically in your warehouse. So we do that quite efficiently only when it is required, and by either altering columns when possible, and if not possible, we do actually copy that column and then replace it so that that's feasible. And going to just an existing pipeline that I configured prior to this. If I go into it, you can see what was the source schema, where it gets mapped, and 1 second. Sorry. So you can see one did not trigger a load only.